Hi guys, how are you? This is Lois. Welcome back to my channel. I am on a roll. I hope you guys are well wherever you are. Now, I want to address something important and a little controversial. Okay, so that means not all of you are gonna like this. It's okay. I'll give this information. Whatever you do with it, that's entirely up to you guys. Okay. Okay guys, I only do these things because I really care. I care about you. So I want to talk about provincial nominations in this country, and not in the way that you think I want to talk about them. I want to talk about support. Okay, support for immigration through provincial nominations. I think there's also support through pilot programs like the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot. What does that mean? You know, there are some programs in this country that require you to have a Canadian support. What are the requirements for that support? And I actually want to address people who are here in Canada, who are supporting other people to immigrate, and people who are abroad who are seeking Canadian support. So guys, if provincial nomination is anything of your interest, please pay attention. Okay, and again I said I'm addressing two demographics here: people who want to be sponsored and supported, not really sponsored, supported, and people who want to support, because at the end of the day both are really important. Okay, the reason I'm doing this is because supporters do it with the best intentions. Yes, I'm here. We do it. If I want to support your immigration, I'm doing it with the best of intentions. It's coming from a good place in my heart. And it's a big sacrifice for me to be able to support you. Okay? But at the end of the day, we want people to succeed. And that's why we support them. It's also one of the reasons why I give these videos. I want you to succeed. That's what's happening with your siblings here, with your friends here who are supporting your application. They want the best for you. Otherwise, they won't get out of their comfort zones to support you if they really didn't mean to support you. But then, hey, people, there's some people who are taking advantage of this and ruining it for everybody. Okay? They are ruining it for everybody. So, before we get there are provinces like Manitoba. You cannot immigrate to Manitoba if you don't have Manitoba support. That is either a sibling or a friend. A sibling, an immediate, a relative, or a friend. Okay? They allocate various points depending on the kind of a relationship. But you need a Manitoba support. Saskatchewan, you cannot immigrate to Saskatchewan, especially under the program that the SINP that requires you to have a support system without a relative. Okay, a relative that is either a sibling or a cousin, you know, stuff like that. Okay, so those are the most important, and they're the ones actually I want to address here. The other one is the Rural Northern Immigration Pilot that also requires you to have a support in that community. Okay, these are people who are going to say, I know so and so, or I'm related to so and so, and I'm going to support their immigration, and not just support their immigration, I'm going to support their settlement once they are in Canada, and I'm going to ensure that they settle successfully and they thrive. They get a job and they feel a home, they feel welcomed, and they settle here. And they have assured me that their intention is staying in this province or community. Okay? That is the catch. Because a lot of people who are being sponsored or who are being supported, they just want to enter Canada and leave as fast as possible to another province that they think is better than either Manitoba or Saskatchewan. It's okay. You have that right as an international, as an immigrant. You have the right to move. Once you're here on a permanent resident, you have the right to move. And I've said this, you also got to be careful. You got to be careful because the Canadian government has been cracking people who use that. Like you didn't have any intention. Like you land today in Saskatchewan and the next month you're out of Saskatchewan. Okay, that means your intention was not to settle in Saskatchewan, yet you signed that was your intention. You made your support system or support person sign that they were sure you wanted to settle in Saskatchewan or Manitoba. Okay, While moving out of the province is not illegal, it's not a crime, CBSA may still catch up with you. And if they are able to prove that you misrepresented the intention to live in that province, you will be deported. And personally, I have seen people who've been caught up by CBSA. CBSA, they are really good at cracking people down. And oh my God, you haven't seen a determined CBSA guy who wants to come after you. Yes, they're there. Maybe they have some quarters, but they are there. They catch people like this and they'll follow you. And if you're among the unlucky ones, I have seen people who have been deported. It's such a shame that you did so much and then 2 years down the road, you're deported back to your country. Guys, that is painful. That is painful, you know, really painful. Remember, I said you're not going to be deported for moving. There's nothing wrong and you have a right to move as a permanent resident, but you will be deported for misrepresentation. Okay, anyway, we can talk about that. No. This is the part that I want to talk about, mostly the support here in this country. For you to be able to support someone, especially, let's say, you have to show that you're either Canadian citizen or permanent resident. You are able to provide the documents to prove that. You're also able to provide the documents to prove the relationship. So if you're saying that you're somebody's cousin, you better be able to show the what we call them, the birth certificates that prove that relationship of your parents. To show that you guys are cousins, okay? You also have to show that you have sufficient close ties, okay? You have sufficient close ties in the province, okay? And that you have settled, personally you have settled in the province, and you are independent, financially independent, okay? And you're able to support that immigrant settlement plan, like you're going to help them look for jobs, you know, get a house, blah, 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 all those, okay? Okay, the same thing for the province of Saskatchewan, okay? You have to show that, of course, you guys are related, you live in that province. How do you show that you live in that province? You know, you have a driving license, you pay taxes, so you have to show the tax documents, what do we call them? The notice of assessment from CRA. You have to show that you have a health card, or you own a house, or if you rent, you must be able to show that you have proof of tenancy in that province. So there's a lot of things that you need to understand that you have to show as a support. So these are personal details, like, come on, showing someone my Canada Revenue Agency documents, that is personal. So make sure that before you even commit, you know your responsibilities and your obligations, that at some point you have to declare, you know, do I own a house? Do I rent? My income? Am I employed? This way I'm employed. I make this much money. And those are details that you need to share with the person that you're supporting. Okay? Now, that's not even the biggest of your problem. The biggest issue comes because you have to sign, especially in Manitoba, you have to sign there that you know that this person intends to come and live in Manitoba, okay? You have to prove to sign there. And you also you sign your rights away by saying that if they violate that, the intention, if they come and they move out of Manitoba, if they don't settle successfully in Manitoba and they move out, you have waived your right to ever sponsor someone else. Can you imagine? You need to understand what it is you're getting yourself into when you're sponsoring or supporting people. Support only people who have the pure intention to come and live there. I know factors change, but you're giving away your right. You know, you might support a friend who comes and moves. They don't care. But then you've denied yourself the right to support your sister or brother down the road. So always weigh your options, like what's more important, supporting a friend who will come and go, or supporting a sister who will come and live with you there? Because of course, if you live there and you've settled successfully, chances are that your sister is also going to come there and live with you because they want that family support. So before you go supporting people, know your obligations and know what you're waiving in case these people violate that condition, okay? Remember, there's nothing wrong by them moving, but the fact that they came under you and they've gone, you are not going to be able to support anybody, and that is a big one. Okay, that is a big, and a lot of people are taking advantage. And now, you applicants, and I love you, I love you, I love you, but before I go, I have to say this. Every week I get an email of someone saying, you know what, Lois, I applied for the Saskatchewan PNP, and I said I have a relative, and now I've been invited and I don't have the relative. Can you help me? People, please, nobody's gonna get you a cousin. I'm so sorry. Please don't send me those emails. There's nothing I can do to get to your cousin. No. No, I don't want to. I can't even do that. So before you go lying to the to the Saskatchewan government, make sure you have that cousin, okay? At times, I don't even respond to these emails, and we're like, oh, you don't respond to my... Come on, I cannot get to your cousin. The same thing with Manitoba. If you're going to say that you have a friend, please ensure that you can show, because there's a form that you guys are going to sign, like how long have you known each other, you know, what kind of a friendship is this, and they're going to sign there that they know you. So make sure that you have those things in place. Have a friend before you start this application. Stop waiting until you have an invitation. Now that's where you're looking for people who, I don't know, who you can say are your cousins. You have a last name, a similar last name. You know, you don't even know what you're getting yourself into, because getting a similar last name doesn't necessarily have to prove, you know, because parents' birth certificates are going to be needed, and these people don't take affidavits. They want real birth certificates that can actually show that you guys are related. So guys, I know, a lot of people are not going to be happy, but it's okay. I say do whatever you want to do with this video. But if you want us to support you guys, stop taking advantage of us. Stop also ruining our chances of inviting other people. We want to help each other. So the moment we help you, stop making it impossible for us to help other people. That's what I'm saying. Okay? Stop making it impossible for us to help other people. We also have other people who want to be helped. So come and settle here. The moment you're 3 years plus, please move. By all means, move. But you cannot land and move immediately and leave us high and dry here with no chance of sponsoring our friends. And as people who are here in Canada, let's not be naive. You know, do whatever you need to do to make sure that you're vetting these people right, and that you know their best intentions to live in the province where you sponsor them. Anyway, guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.